you had 2 kids, 2 boys. The first one was quite gender non-conforming, you might say. He's probably on the autistic spectrum, a bit different. And you raised him in this gender neutral way because you believe this is in his best interest. And everything was going fine. And at some point he says he's a girl, and you have some reservations, but everyone around you is delighted for you of how brilliant you are. You're these brilliant progressive parents. Everyone's supporting you with this. And then your second boy, who is not gender non-conforming in any way, who's just a normal boy, he says he is a girl. And at this point, the light bulb goes off, right? Tell us the story.
I want people to know, at no juncture were we not questioning, was this right or not? Part of what the ideology did for me that I came out of was when you have questions and doubts, you tell yourself that that's transphobia. Okay. So there's this self-reinforcing kind of circle loop of keeping you in something, even and maybe especially when you're uncomfortable with it. This belief system, the heart of it, says that children should lead. And it's contradictory because once children say they are the opposite sex, then adults lead them to gender affirmation, okay, to concretizing that cross-sex identity and medicalizing it. What I realized in those 2+ years of anguish was that I had led my child into it. And therefore, I must lead him out of it. It is my responsibility. In that process, for us to actually say that to some people who are in this belief system, that is so deeply wrong. It is absolutely counter to the core that your children is the one who must lead you. We came to the decision that that this was in his best interest. We were trying to figure out, how do we get him out? Because this is not rational, it's emotional. One of his special interests at that time was chickens. He loved chickens. What we decided to say to him in a way he could understand emotionally was, you're a rooster. I said, I'm so sorry that I told you something different. Now I know more. I was wrong. And you are a rooster. You cannot be female. That means you cannot be a girl. I know that you feel like you can't live without it, but you can. And you're actually going to be much happier, because I did truly, at that point, I saw the ways that it was impacting him psychologically that were not in his best interest. He was mad. I knew he would be mad. And he said to me, Mama, this is your fault. You changed my name. Had we not realized our mistake, and you go 10, 20 years into the future, imagine that, Mama, this was your fault then. The biggest piece of advice that I would give is that it is not transphobic to question whether or not essentially telling your child that they can change sex is in their best interest. It's not transphobic to not feel good about what you're doing or what you're being told to do, to feel uncomfortable with it. And it's a place where I just really encourage people, if you have doubts, to listen to them. Some people did not want to hear that it wasn't working. You have to picture your child at 20 years old, 30 years old, 40-year-old, 50-year-old. What is their life going to look like then? Those experts, those friends, those neighbors, whoever they are who are telling you what to do, are not going to be there for your child. You are. If you are affirming your child currently, you have put your child on that train. Your child is on a train, and it has one destination. You need to have the courage to grab your child's hand and jump off. And there may be distress, there may be anger, there may be tears at the impact, but just be patient, stay calm, and over time, healing will come. My core belief at this point, it is impossible to change sex. Based on that, why are we telling children that they can?